Welcome to day 3 of Ratio Recipe Project. I'm Miss Gross.
And I'm Miss Woods.
And we're going to go over what we're doing today. But let's do a quick recap. On Monday, we found our recipe. Ours was gingerbread cake. Yours is going to be different. If you haven't done that yet, make sure you do that before watching this video. Go back to do Mondays. On Tuesday, we looked at how we would change the recipe if we were to take half of the recipe, and we found half the amounts of the original amounts. And then we also tripled the recipe. We multiplied the amounts by 3. If you haven't done that yet, go back and watch Tuesday's video and do yours. And then today, we're going to be cooking for a crowd.
So on today's assignment, like Ms. Gross said, we are going to be cooking for a crowd. So we need you to create a table, which we'll have you insert in here with the amounts of your recipe to serve 100 people. And after that, you will complete today's exit slip, which we have linked in right underneath it in the blue. So I wanted to go ahead and show you how we got our COP, our constant of proportionality, which you can see is 6 1/4. And I'm going to show you how we actually calculated that so that you all can calculate on yours. So the first thing we're going to have to do is it shows our equation k equals y over x. So in this example, we are going to use y is our new serving amount and x is our original. We're going to take you back to the recipe card so we can show you. If you see on our recipe card, it says serve 16. Or it might even say serving size 16, or it might say it a little bit differently. So that is what we're going to use for our X, for our original number of servings. And then for Y, our servings is in the table. It's going to be 100. So we're trying to figure out how much more we need to cook, how much more we need to use of each ingredient to serve 100 people. So the way we found out that our constant of proportionality was 6 1/4 is we did 100, which is y, over our x, which is 16, and that gave us 6 1/4 once we did the improper fraction.
If your recipe card does not have a serving size listed, then we are going to ask that you estimate. Look at the recipe and try to determine how much would this serve. And once you estimate, that would be your X, your original servings. Everybody's new servings, everybody's Y would be 100. Everybody's X is going to be depending on what your recipe card says.
And now Ms. Gross is going to go ahead and go over some of these examples so that we can show you how you actually solve and see what you need for each ingredient to serve 100 people.
So when we're looking at this, the original amount for the my first ingredient, let me make this bigger, is 2 1/4, and it was all-purpose flour. And so I want to make this 6 1/4 times larger so that I can feed 100 people. Now remember, 2 1/4 cups of flour is going to feed 16 people. So in order to feed 100 people, I have to multiply it by my COP. And I have to multiply every single one of these ingredients by my COP. That is my constant. If I'm going to serve 100 people, then my constant is 6 1/4 times larger than my original amount. So I'm going to go through and do 2 1/2 times 6 1/4, 1 1/2 times 6 1/4. So we'll do a couple of examples together. All right, so the first one, 2 1/2, we've got another mixed number here, times 6 1/4, and we got another mixed number here, so we've got a lot of those. We're going to have to change both of those to improper fractions. So remember, 2 1/2 to improper fraction, we're going to do the denominator times the whole number, add the numerator, and then put it over the denominator. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 halves. 2 1/2 is equivalent to 5 halves. And we're going to multiply that by the improper fraction of 6 1/4. So 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25. So 5 halves times 25 fourths. And you just multiply straight across. 5 times 25. Now you've got 5 quarters here. You all can do this in your head. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125. Over 2 times 4, which is 8. Now this is a kind of large mixed improper fraction, so we got to figure out how many times 8 goes into 125. Let's see, 8 times 15 is what, 120? Yeah, 8 times 15 is 120. Let me clear that. That looks a little, there we go. 8 times 15 is 120, and I have 5 remainder, so it'd be 15 and 5/8. So that's how we would get the answer to this one for 100 servings of 15 and 5/8. Now let's go on to the next one. We've got our next ingredient, and we have 1½ was our original, and we want to multiply that by 6 1/4. So I'm going to do 1½ times 6 1/4. Now let's just keep that 6 1/4 as 25/4. Okay, so every time we're just going to make that 25/4 because we don't have to keep every single time changing that 6 1/4 to an improper fraction. Once we've done it once, we're good. So 2, we're going to make this an improper fraction. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So 1½ is 3/2 times 25/4. Now, 3/4, 3 times 25 is 75. Think about money when you're doing that. And 2 times 4 is 8, so 75/8. And we want to figure out how many times 8 goes into 75. I know my 8s. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 9 is 72, so it's going to go in there 9 whole times. 72 to 75 is 3, so it'd be 9 3/8 will be our answer here. So the answer with that one would be 9 3/8. And then the next one has 2, so I've got a whole number of 2, and I'm going to multiply 2 times 6 1/4. So remember that 2 is going to be 2/1, and that 6 1/4 is going to be 25/4. And 2 times 5, 2 times 25 or 2/4 is 50, and that would be 50/4. And 50/4, 4 goes into 50. 4 times 12 is 48, so it goes in there 12 whole times. 48 to 50 is 2, 2/4. Now we know that we can simplify that 2/4 to 1/2. So we can write it as 12 and 1/2 there. So let's go ahead and put 12 1/2 here. And the next one is also 12 1/2. And let's do one more. And this is what you guys will do for all of yours. You're going to multiply that by your cup. Now, your cup may not be 6 1/4. Your cup would only be 6 1/4 if your serving size was 16. So if your serving size is different, your cup is going to be different. And don't forget, you take the 100 servings and you divide it by your original to get that cup. Now, for the last one on this one, I'm going to do 1/2 times 25/4. Or 6 1/4. 1 times 25 is 25. And 2 times 4 is 8. And 8 goes into 25 3 times. 8 times 3 is 24. So it'd be 3 1/8. So that would be my answer there, 3 1/8. And then I'm going to work on, and Miss Woods and I are going to work on filling out the rest of ours. And we hope that you found this video helpful. Continue to work on your table and finish it today. You guys have a wonderful day.
Have a good day, guys.